his job should be questioned. It should be put under scrutiny. If you ask me what Todd Boehly is trying to do with Chelsea, I think that what Todd Boehly is doing is great. The fact that he's making sure that he lays the foundation for a long-term success, it's a good thing, and I hope that they're able to follow through with it. I like the fact that he's been able to sign players as quickly as possible so that he could ward off any sort of competition. So we look at Nkunku like this. I think he's affordable. He signed him way earlier so that during the summer we can go for him. He's trying to sign a couple of youngsters. We know that he's trying to sign Yusufa Mukoko. He's trying to find David Datro Fofana, the center forward. And reports just, I think, a few hours ago is circulating that Chelsea have scouted this. I think he's an attacker. He's called Victor Roque from Brazil. So there are exciting talents that Todd Boehly and his team are trying to sign. And it's good. I like that. I want a plan that is more sustained. That is what I have been advocating for. But there's an issue. There's a concern, okay, that I want to address. But before I address that concern, guys, if you are new to my channel and you've not yet subscribed, please pause the video, subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell. Then come back and let's discuss what these concerns are. If it is also 3 or 4 times you've seen me here, it also tells you that you need to also subscribe. So please do that now and I'll much appreciate it. Now, this is my biggest concern, that Chelsea is signing too many youngsters, honestly. Now, what that is, it's telling us is they don't care about the now. They only care about the future. Which to me is kind of a bit ridiculous, because if there is no now, you cannot have a future. And look, and this is the reason why I'm not so impressed about just signing these young players, especially when we had an injury to someone like Amando Brea, whom I also think is a young player who needs a lot more mentorship. You see, if you are going for someone in January, you want someone who is a little more experienced, a little more mature. So if that person is in this, say, mid-20s a bit, let's say 24, I have no issues about it. But if the person that we are going to sign is a teenager, I think that burden would be too much for that player to handle. So look at players like David Datro Fofana and Yusufa Mukoko like this. One in his early 20s, the other one still a teenager. Signing them in January is problematic, and I think that we are going to have issues this season if we do that. One, with consistency. Young players are not consistent. Look at the young players we already have in our team. They ain't consistent enough. We are talking about leadership. The reason why there is leadership is guidance, and usually the matured ones, the older ones, give that level of guidance to them. So if you are going to sign players, especially players who are teenagers, you have to make sure that you have players already there who are exiting, who could be there for a while to mentor them. And I think that what Todd Boehly is doing with this transfer, though it is fantastic, but my biggest concern is whether they're actually thinking about the short-term plan. Because look, the young players that you are trying to buy, there are certain things they look at. They want to look at your consistency when it comes to winning things, and the fact that they'll be guaranteed Champions League football. If they are not going to get any of those things, then I'm sorry, they are not going to come to your club, and that is an issue. You see, so I think that Todd Boehly is trying to do something. He's doing it the wrong way. Now, if Todd Boehly wants to actually ease in young players, there is a team he would want to look at, and that's Real Madrid. You see, Real Madrid did not just take away the old guys. And of course, our situation is different because the former administration of Chelsea Football Club, our former owners, did not put things in order to be able to have these young players easing into the first team. So that is why we are struggling here. We didn't rebuild really well. But look at what Madrid is doing. Not only rebuilding, but they are also winning things along with the rebuild. How are they managing to do this? Because they have some experience. Players who can guide the youngsters to actually play really well and play under the pressure of being a Madrid player. That is fantastic. Before Casemiro left for Manchester United, there was Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni might have learned a little from him. Camavinga perhaps might have learned a little from him. Valverde is learning from the likes of Modric, the likes of Cruz. Now they're easing them in little by little. So by the time that these players are out, they've gained a little more experience and they are mature. That is how we rebuild. We don't just put in a bunch of talented kids and hope that they are going to play very well. They are good, but they need leadership. And that is my issue. If Chelsea keep on going this way, I don't think this thing is going to work. It will take a long time for Chelsea to finally succeed. This is the last point I'm going to make. Todd Boehly should make the expectations of Chelsea clear. What is the minimum? How good is Chelsea right now? Where can they finish? Is it top 4? I believe they can finish in top 4. They have that quality. They are not good enough to win the Premier League right now. Our experienced players are not good enough to win the Premier League right now. Maybe a couple of caps, we can win it. And yes, the bare minimum, top 4. So why don't we begin with this? Because with the top 4, we can attract players. If we don't make it to the top 4 spots, it is difficult to attract even the best players around the globe. So I want Chelsea to do this. Set a threshold. The threshold is top 4. Then other things will continue, because the more consistent you are in finishing top 4, the likelihood that you are going to be successful is greater. So that is what Chelsea should be aiming at. Or else, look, those of us who are part of the global fan base, those who are not English people but are supporting Chelsea, will reconsider whether to invest much time in it. Because it's our heart, it's our time, it's our energies, our resources being put into supporting Chelsea Football Club. So this is my point. Set the expectations right. The expectation is top 4. If you cannot meet top 4, then the manager who is guiding the team, his job should be questioned. It should be put under scrutiny, because we want the best. Chelsea have built a brand and we don't want to collapse it because we want to infuse kids into it. All right. So let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. Do you think I am overreacting? Do you think my concerns have no solid basis? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. And as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please don't be shy to hit the like button. And I'll hope to catch you guys later in my next video.